Lescott, Troy Deeney. The game is too fast.
Yeah,
Like,
it's past them. Like, I can understand if you're a pro currently now, or you've just finished the
or
game.
you just finished, or you're still training and you're
Yeah.
still in shape.
Yeah.
The game is hard. It's like, I know from watching it's fast, fast paced. For someone that's heavy or can't really move, there's no point for you to come. Like, look at Troy Deeney. Like, it didn't work out for him.
Yeah.
Lescott, I watched the other day. It ain't gonna work out for him. I haven't seen a wild card that's a pro that's come in and be like, wow, yeah, he deserves to stay.
The only pro that I've seen that have done well is Marvin Tordell.
Yeah, but he's playing in it.
Yeah.
He's not even a wild card though.
Yeah.
He's part of it.
He's
So
part
he's
of
training.
it, and he's still playing now,
Exactly,
isn't it?
yeah. So if you're still playing, but I haven't seen a wild card as a pro, a legend that's come in and do bits.
What's going on, people, and welcome back to Roots TV. I thought, let me just discuss this topic with you guys because I've been thinking about it for a while now. You know, I've discussed it in season 1 and I'm going to continue to discuss it in season 2, but Baller League, ex-pros, do they mix? Do they go together? Now, I know Baller League for me is about finding the best players, representing the brand Baller League, and I've been hearing like the CEO talk about it on various different occasions, even went on TalkSport and discussed it about having the best of the best playing under one roof in one night. But I also thought it's about finding the best talent that's up and coming, the ones that didn't kind of get an opportunity to shine. And where I've seen these ex-ballers and these ex-pros on my television or in person at football grounds once upon a time, I'm thinking to myself, is it fair to be kind of giving them a second crack at the whip? Like, I know everyone deserves a second chance in life in general, but I'm just like, is that now stifling the opportunity for someone else to kind of have their opportunity, their time to shine? And half of the time, is it kind of rubbing out what they've done in a previous life, in the Premier League, or if it be in Division 1 or in the Championship or whatever? So I'm just like, is this fair, or is this right that you have so many ex-pros kind of cluttering up the Baller League process, if that makes sense? Do you know what I mean? Or should there be a cap on it? That's another situation, because you've got teams like Deportivo, for example. Now, I've got to call them out. So I call them Old Patrio because they've got so many old boys in that team. If you go through their whole matchday squad, they've got about a good 5 or 6 players that used to be ex-pros, and obviously they're managed now by ex-pros, Micah Richards and Daniel Sturridge. But I thought it's all about giving people an opportunity. Like, I like the John Terry approach. John Terry's gone on record and said, like, basically, he's using Baller League for people to get that opportunity to kind of progress and move on in their career.
I think he just wants to give people the opportunity. He fully believes that Baller League's opportunity for players to get a move.
I rate that.
And I fully rate that.
Yeah.
Where it's not about, he's like, if I'm going to win this, I'm going to win with my players that I picked.
Yeah.
If, let's say, we were losing like 4, 5, 6 games, then of course we'll change it up and bring in players. But I think the fact that we turned it around a little bit, and hopefully we keep doing it, he keeps believing in us, and he tells us, you're the ones that can change it. And he believes Baller League's an opportunity for players to do something. So why is he going to bring in a legend that's already done it in the game?
Do you know what I mean? And he said that last season, and look, lo and behold, you had Saka San in there. He's now nicked a move to Willstone, obviously managed by Sam Cox, so it kind of helps keeping within the Baller League brand. But I think that's the right approach to go down. You know, giving these players an opportunity that they didn't have once before, to then use this brand as a launch pad to help their career. Do you know what I mean? Saka San is a perfect example of that. So, I don't know, guys, how do you feel about that? I would love to get your thoughts on it. And I've actually made a list of some of the ex-pros that have been in Baller League last season and this season. And I'm just going to play a little game. I'm going to play a little game of hit and miss. Like, out of these ex-pros that have been in Baller League or are currently in Baller League, have they been a hit or have they been a miss? So we'll start off with Bakary Sakho. Played for Deportivo last season. I would say he's a hit, massive hit. You know what I mean? Played well last season, got them to the Final Four as well based off of his goals. And off the back of that, he's got a move now to a professional club. So again, like I said before, it's using the brand to launch pad your career to get yourself a professional move. So again, it gives Baller League more legitimacy, that the fact that you've used this brand to help yourself get to a professional club. So I'd definitely say it's a big hit. Josh Harrop, I would have to say a hit. Again, played for FC Rule the World. Now he's moved on to Deportivo, I believe. So again, for him, I would definitely say he's been a hit in the league. He stayed in there from season 1 to season 2. Big hit. Adrian Mariappa, once upon a time of Watford and many other clubs as well. Again, he had a brief time at N5. Didn't really pull up any trees, if I'm being honest. So I'd say he was a miss in regards to his standards and what he could bring to the table. Michael Hector, he was at United last season, did well, and now he's at Rutgers FC. I would have to say he's a hit. The fact that he's been in there 2 seasons on the trot, last season did very well. This season not so well, but I think that's more of a Rutgers problem than a Michael Hector problem. So I'd say he's a hit. Henry Lansbury, I would have to definitely say he's a hit. Last season he was doing his thing for Vision FC, had some times where he was scoring a couple goals a night, and then he's obviously moved on to Deportivo. I don't know if that's the right fit for him. It might be the right fit for him in terms of the clientele he's around, i.e. all the ex-pros, but in terms of like the younger legs being around him to do some of the legwork for him, not so much. But overall, I would have to say he's a hit. Bruno Andrade, once upon a time with QPR, that's an odd one for me because Bruno Andrade was the first draft pick for SDS, obviously won the league with SDS, had a few moments of glory with SDS, obviously winning the league, so that's a moment of glory, but individually, I don't think he's been the big hit that he should have been. Now he's at Rutgers FC, I'd have to say, I'll say he's a miss. I'd have to say he's a miss. Again, for what he was billed to be, first draft pick, champion, I'd have to say he's a miss. Kieran Clark, big hit for me, arguably the best ex-pro from Baller League, makes sense, innit? Like, once upon a time with Newcastle United, Aston Villa, again, last season did his thing for Treble FC, now Treble FC is obviously NDL FC, and again, he's picked off where he left off. So for me, big hit for me. Marvin Sordell, hit, again, bagsman, absolute bagsman for Deportivo. And again, same, he stayed loyal to the brand, which I respect as well. So Deportivo, you've got yourself a good, loyal guy there. Hit for me. Michael Edenwini, once upon a time Newcastle United, yeah, played for FC Rule the World. Didn't really pull up any trees, if I'm being honest. Had 1 or 2 decent weeks, if I'm being honest. So I'd have to say it was a miss. Troy Deeney, come on, we all know that's a miss. Came in there like a bull in a china shop. Was absolutely killed online. Yeah, big miss for me. And again, I think he's someone who kind of underrated Baller League and what it kind of the presence that it brought. Do you know what I mean? Like, he underrated Baller League in terms of the stature. Just came in there like a normal five-a-side game. You'd think that he would have brought a lot more to the table, but unfortunately he didn't in my eyes and obviously the eyes of a lot of people, so I'd definitely say that's a big miss. Martin Vaghorn, judging by yesterday's standards, big hit. I actually thought like Martin Vaghorn to replace Brian Lee, the top goal scorer from last season, but judging upon yesterday, what he did yesterday, the 3 goals that he scored in the one-on-ones, whew, yes, big hit, big hit. Umanias, again, he played 1 week last week for Deportivo, again, the old boys club, and again, he got off the mark, so I'd have to say it's a hit for me. Will he be called back? Probably, because I think they actually need some firepower up top. But yeah, Umanias, hit for me. Stephen Ireland, so far the jury's out. I've been told that he still got it once upon a time at Man City, Aston Villa, Newcastle United, you name it. But for me, for Deportivo, I'd have to say it's a miss, unfortunately. Jack Colback, big miss. Again, he's played for my club, Newcastle, played for Sunderland, Northern, of course. Once upon a time, he was only on the books for QPR not too long ago. But for me, yesterday, miss. Obviously, that could soon change if he's called back for M5, but currently, right now, miss for me. J. Emmanuel Thomas, once upon a time at Arsenal, yep, big hit for me. You already seen what he did in the first week, scoring from his own area. And then yesterday, again, getting on the score sheet, big hit for me. And then last but no means least, Niall Ranger. Niall Power Ranger. I'd have to say hits, just about though, just about now. I know he's got standards that are high. Once upon a time at Newcastle, my club, so I think he can do a lot better, but he's been called back for a reason, so it's a big hit for me. Another one is Joleon Lescott. Joleon Lescott, who currently plays for Deportivo. Again, Joleon Lescott, you would think that with the teams that he's played for, Everton, Manchester City, Aston Villa, you'd think he would come with a high pedigree, but you've got to think to yourself, he's later on in life, this is a young man's game. Has he really hit the heights that he can hit? I would have to say no, so I'd have to say that's a miss for me. Sorry, Joleon, if you're watching, but yeah, I'm sure he's still going to get game time nonetheless because his boys are there, but if you look at Deportivo as a whole, as a collective, they've got Jolien there, they've got Marvin Sordell there, they've got Stephen Ireland, Oumar Niasse, had Bakary Saka once upon a time. Like, they maybe need some young, fresher legs in there. I don't know. You let us know in the comment section below. But yeah, that's overall. I think if you're looking at, does Baller League and X-Pros mesh together and does it work? Yes, it does. Because again, if you look at the numbers overall, you'd have to say 10 hits and 7 misses. Overall, you'd say most of them are hits, but just about. The most standout ones are Kieran Clark, of course, from last season, Bakary Saka from last season, Marvin Sordell from last season. This season, Marvin, what's his name? Yeah. This season, Martin Valkorn's already hit the ground running, but I still need to see more from the others. Oumar Niasse has got on the score sheet, yes, but overall, I still feel that there should be a balance that's capped at maybe 1 or 2 at most, because I still feel that Baller League should be the platform for the unsigned or talent that's gone under the radar or not been given that opportunity to shine at a pro level. If you've been given that pro opportunity, don't waste it, don't ruin it, don't rub yourself out by coming in there thinking it's a jolly up, thinking it's a goals or power league session, because Baller League, for me, in my eyes, should be the elite of the elite. And again, unless that said X-Pros taking care of themselves over the years or was elite of the elite. For example, if it's a Ronaldo at 40, could he cut it in Baller League? Yes, I think he could. Lionel Messi, could he still cut it in Baller League? I think, yes, he could. So I think it should be the elite of the elite, but also capped at a certain level. But I'll be curious to get your thoughts in the comment section below, so let us know. The main question is, should X-Pros be allowed in Baller League? And if so, how many should be allowed in per team? Thank you guys for watching as always. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in a bit.